Today was the first in-person Fortnite event we've had since World Cup that Fortnite have hosted. We had 50 of the best duos in the world come together and fight it out in day one of the Fortnite FNCS Invitational 2022. This was such a hype event and the audience was going crazy during some of these moments, and today I'm going to be recapping day number one for you guys and what happened. If you enjoy, make sure you go JKC and let's get right into it. I was seriously surprised at how hyped the broadcast actually was. You had every player being announced and them coming out on stage. We even had Vidal doing the griddy onto the stage. It was hilarious and it was such a vibe. But who actually ended up winning day number one? Currently on the top of the leaderboard is Vino and Queasy. These were the dominant height team really in this entire tournament. They took height 3 out of the 6 games and their entire game plan was to go on height and win the game. They started out their day strong, had a bit of a rough middle bit and finished off the day extremely strong with the highest elimination win of the day with 11 kill win, and then finishing off with a 3 kill second off the back of Vino's solo clutch. They made it to deep endgame 4 out of the 6 matches and had the highest average elims at 4.67 as well. They're currently the top of the leaderboard by 7 points, just beating its second place. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really surprised at Vino and Queasy being top because they actually won EU and NA Elite Cups the week before this event. Moving on to second place, we had Thomas HD and Trippin. These were 7 points behind Vino and Queasy, and that's pretty close. They had the highest average placement of the whole tournament in day one at 8.17. They had a much better second half of the day than first half of the day, with finishing the day with 2 4th places in a row. Thomas HD and Trippin got interviewed a couple times and they were a vibe, I can't lie. They were preferring to go a low/mid ground layer in these matches, not preferring to take high ground, because as we know, high ground is a very volatile strategy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Third place, which are 3 points behind Thomas HD and Trippin, we have Kami and Seti. Kami and Seti are just 10 points behind first place, and they won the most games today. They won the first and the last game, taken out in style. All 3 of these top teams had 2 dodgy games. Kami's and Seti's were in the middle. They had a really dodgy middle spell where they died off spawn pretty much twice in a row. Kami and Seti played for a variety of positions in the endgame. They were mainly on low and mid ground in 5 of their games. However, they won game 1 on the high ground. In first moving zone, Queasy and Vino were on the high ground, but I looked away for 2 seconds and Kami and Seti had taken it out on the high ground. It was actually such a vibe to watch, and I'm so impressed that they can play so many positions in the endgame. In 4th, we had Acorn and Edgy. In 5th, we had Joe FN and Zandy, who actually won game 3. In 6th, we had Z and KBR. In 7th, we had Larson and Smite, who were actually contested during this tournament, which I found really impressive. They were still able to get so high on the leaderboard, even though they were contested. In 8th, we had Cold and Scented, who won game 2. In 9th, we had Vico and Marion, who had 12 elim 8th in their last game to bring them back up into that top 10 situation. They actually had the joint 3rd highest average elims, and in 10th we had Thatch and Pamstu, the French-Canadian duo who land Lighthouse. Honestly, looking at these results, anything can happen for day 2. Obviously there is a big jump between 4th and 3rd, but a couple bad games from either one of them top teams, they drop down instantly, because these teams 4th to 10th are deadly. Give them a chance, they're going to get right up that leaderboard. In terms of notable people that could break into top 10, we have Pink and Nath, who are actually currently sitting at 11th, who have had some really good games so far. Clicks and Day, who are sitting at 15th. Mustache and Malabuka at 20th. You should never count out those two. Those two are elite. And finally, Epic Whale and Reet in 22nd place. They could seriously come back day 2. It is Epic Whale after all. He is the king of LAN events. Epic Whale's last 3 LAN events has been World Cup, where he came 3rd, the Zero Build Cup, where he won with Malabuka, and the Build Saudi Arabia LAN event, where he came 3rd with Malabuka. We have had some disappointing performances over the first 6 matches, with King not doing as well as people wanted. Every time King came onto the screen, everyone was cheering, Everyone loves our FaZe King. He came in 26th with 77 points. Tayson and Chapix had a really disappointing first day, coming in 29th with 63 points. This was not what we expected from Tayson and Chapix, but we can only hope that they make it up in day 2. Another disappointing one was Janice and Vidil, who actually got uncontested greasy the entire time. They came 34th with 57 points, although Vidil's griddy and Janice's griddy at the start when they were coming out was fully worth it. Another extremely disappointing one for the home region, Booga and Miro, currently 56 points after 6 matches, 37th on the leaderboard. This is not what we would have wanted from one of the top teams in the world, and hopefully they can pull it back day 2, especially with Booga's record in LANs. This is Booga's first LAN since the World Cup. Aqua at 44th with Reason A is another disappointing result. For only 45 points and 44th position, Aqua, one of the high ground goats, has been hardly making it off spawn. Their one good game was a 5 elim 5th, showing when they make it off spawn, they are truly dominant. This is just showing you guys the pure skill and class of the players we have competing. If you have Favs and Snacky in 45th place, there must be some solid competition in the rest of the lobby. These people in bottom 10 have pretty much all won an FNCS. Let's hope they can all pull it back in today's event. I'm so glad LANs are back, and if you are too, make sure you comment down below, let me know, and subscribe so you don't miss an upload. Also, use code JKC in the Fortnite item shop, as that's the #1 way to support me. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love every single one of you that watches my videos, and let me know if you want me to make another one of these tomorrow, recapping the day 2.